Sorry I'm a little late. But I am here. Hey TT, hey Goddess Puff, welcome in. I just needed a few extra minutes to wake up. Alright, but I am going to do paid as priority, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me type that in the chat. Welcome in. Alright, TT, I got yours. And then I'll do Goddess Puff. Sorry, I just woke up and sniffled. And then you can drop your question when you're ready, okay? Thank you. DT, your timestamp's going to start at, we'll do 6 minutes. All right. All right, you said, how does M feel about you? Let's see. All right, that should sound better. All right, let's see. How does M feel about TT currently? Come on. All right, let's see. Excuse me. All right, so how does M currently feel about TT? How does M currently feel about TT? Okay. Currently, M feels like he's not sure if either he's willing to change something about himself when it comes to this dynamic, or he feels like you may not be willing to change. Okay, so let's see. They do like you. They do have feelings for you. They do have a very good time, happy time with you. Okay, when they think about the good times that you guys have, but there might be a factor that somebody's not willing to wait for, or they feel like you're not willing to wait for like some sort of change. You know, for example, if you say, I don't like when you wear sandals in my house. I don't like when you wear sandals in my house. And they keep wearing sandals in your house because they like it, but you don't, you know. I know that's a weird example, but it's kind of like he feels like you're not wanting him to, like, he doesn't feel like you're going to wait on him to change. Okay. It's almost like he wants you to wait for him to change something. Let's see. This person could be holding back communication, okay, because they're really busy. This person may have a lot of things to do. You could be very busy. 5 of Swords. I feel like there's something here that you guys don't like about each other, and that's causing conflict. I feel like y'all could be together, but there may be something that it's like, you know how they say somebody could be giving somebody the ick, you know what I'm saying? It may be even something small, you know what I'm saying? But we do have the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like overall y'all can look past whatever these flaws are, quote unquote, but he feels like you may not like something about him. So let's see. How does M feel about TT? Maybe he hasn't expressed that yet. 2 of Cups. He likes you. Okay, this is a very mutual connection, but there's, you know, certain things that you guys may not agree on. Okay, so I want to say it could be about values too. 3 of Wands. I see you guys getting past it. Yeah, that'll be no problem. Okay, there may be a moment between you guys that you know, kind of shakes things up. I see you guys looking past each other's differences, a certain value that you guys may not agree on. You guys may get in a little bit of an argument, Nothing terrible, but you may get in a little bit of an argument with this person over something, and then you guys are going to get past it. Okay, let's see. What is the Tower here? I think y'all just need to have a discussion, okay? So this could be a future prediction as well when it comes to you and this M person. Nine of Wands, King of Wands reverse. Yeah, y'all just need to have a discussion. It could be about sneakiness too. And then you guys can move forward, okay? So I don't know if this person is new or not, but if you feel like you're going to lose out on this person, I don't think you are. I think that you guys just have to come to some sort of agreement. And like I said, I feel like it's about something that you guys don't like about each other. But I see y'all working past it, okay? This person could be worried that you're not going to be very happy with something about them. Something that they deem as a flaw. Okay, but let's get some oracle. Let's see. I feel like it's an insecurity. Or they don't want to feel insecure about something about themselves. Or something that they do, practice, believe in. So let's see. All right, so for TT, how does M feel about TT currently? Yeah, so if you think a situation is going to like blow up in your face, or if an argument's going to ruin things between you and this person, it's not. It may feel like it at first, but like I said, y'all will get through it, okay? I feel like you guys just have to be mature about, what each other has going on. So let's see. Apology, reconciliation, yeah. You have Aquarius energy. Also, someone could be worried about what they see online, okay? Somebody may have a fake account to spy, okay? Somebody may be a little bit toxic. Whoa, let's see. It could also have something to do with someone's past, because we do have criminal here. I'm not saying this person's like a full-blown criminal, but they could have a certain type of past that they're worried about you finding out about. Is this a new person? Because it's like they don't want you to judge them for something about themselves, and it could have something to do with their history or belief system, something along those lines. And we have secret crush, admirer, attraction, butterflies. Could also be something that they do for money. Like they may have a 9 to 5 now, or a regular job now, but they could have, how some people used to sell drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, or some people used to do crazy shit in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But they work an upstanding job. Or they now work an upstanding job. This is like something that they just don't want you to judge them, okay? He could feel like you're spying on him. I feel like it's on both sides, because the energy keeps flipping, and with the Two of Swords that came out first, I feel like it's on both sides. Like you guys may both be mirroring each other. It's a lot of mutual energy here. Okay, so let's see. I feel like before you guys enter into a stronger commitment, I feel like you guys need to have that fully open conversation about, everything, and then you guys can get past it. So like I said, I feel like whatever you're afraid of, or whatever this person is afraid of you finding out, y'all are going to get past it, but you actually have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. How does M feel about... He feels like you're going to judge him overall, though. He doesn't want you to play with him. Yeah, we got soulmate, like-minded. Let's see. Anything else? Laboratory. Could have something to do with drugs, okay? But they changed their life around. It's something about their past or how they used to live. Yeah. Leisurely life, elegance, expert of romance, ex lover. So they could have a past, or maybe they used to, date differently. Yeah, I feel like he's afraid of you judging him based off of his past. So, like I said, eventually down the line, when you guys get into a stronger connection slash commitment with this person, you guys will be able to get through it. Like, it's not going to be something like he'll realize that you're not going to judge him. But overall, very good energy. I think he just has some insecurities about what he's done in the past, what he's been through, who he's been. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a changed man type of energy. It's reminding me of like the drug dealer to the, you know, office job um, type of vibe. But that is what I got for you. The song playing is Cold War by Nikki Heaton. She says, "Forfeit this Cold War. It's not yours anymore." So I feel like, yeah, this person could have given up a lifestyle. People change their lives all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. People can change. Sometimes people don't, but I feel like this is somebody who is kind of, it is still a part of them, but they're a little bit insecure about who they used to be. Sometimes, when you do shit when you're younger and you're like, oh, and then you get older and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that because our brains develop, you know what I'm saying? This is like one of those situations. And if it was a woman, for example, like if she was a stripper or something, and now she works a regular job, she might be a little embarrassed to say to her new date that is, all professional or whatever, yeah, I used to strip. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that if it was a feminine energy. But yeah. All right. But that is what I got for you. Welcome in. If you are in here, we're doing personal readings, okay? Thank you, TT. And keep in mind, if you want to enter the October raffle, all you got to do is email me after getting your questions and I can enter you. But if you don't email me, I can't contact you at the end of the month if you win. So um, that's the only way you can enter the raffle if you get questions for a chance to win 5 free questions. All right. It's not a requirement, it's just an option. Something fun I like to do at the end of each month. All right. So, Goddess Puff, are you in here? You're going to be next. And yeah, TT, y'all will get through it, okay? This person's going to realize you understand different sides to people. Like you're not judgy. Hello. And do you mind posting your question? I don't know if you sent it. I usually have people type it in the chat. I know I was having it in the bar before, but I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. Okay. You're welcome. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Okay, so you said, oh, let me get your timestamp. Y'all can hear me okay? Um, 20 minutes. Oh, I gotta move these candles. They're all gone. Oh, this one's still good. This one's still good too. Okay. Okay. So, for Goddess Puff, how would things go if Goddess Puff started talking today again as friends? Let's see. How would things go if Goddess Puff started talking today again as friends? Lord, Lord Knows by G Herbo is playing right now. Let's see. How would things go if Goddess Puff started talking today again? It would be fun. It may feel kind of, like you guys aren't opening up to each other at first, but I see things kind of smoothing out if you were to, talk to this person again. I feel like this person is pretty forgiving. Like you might be surprised at how forgiving this person might be, or how willing they are to brush something off. Like they're like, oh, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, good to talk to you again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I see you guys kind of like, if you were to talk to this person as friends again, like I said, it may start off kind of like, yeah, all right. But then I see you guys becoming more like back to normal, if not better. I see you guys releasing some sort of thought process about y'all's connection, and releasing, you know, toxic thoughts about each other. Let's see. There may still be a little bit of a sadness on one of y'all's end when it comes to how things played out. But yeah, it's a reconciliation. I'm hearing it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Okay, we got Six of Cups. So if you were to reconcile, or, talk to this person again, even as friends, it would be something very playful. It would be a good energy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I feel like you don't expect this person to be as open as they will be or would be if you were to talk to them again. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Yeah. Nine of Swords reverse. There's like nothing to worry about. Let's see. Yeah, look, very very playful. Okay, Page of Cups. Back to the childish. I'm not calling y'all childish, but like a playful, childlike nature. You're afraid of the drama. I think he is. I think he is too. Four of Swords. I think he is too. I think he's exhausted, or y'all are both exhausted about, you know, any type of drama when it comes to y'all situation. It's kind of like putting things to rest. Let's see. Make sure you still, of course, use your intuition when it comes to how much you tell this person. Like, you got to use what you learned previously on or in the situation, if you do start a new situation with him, a new connection, a new friendship. you know like, if you learned, obviously, like, you can't trust this person fully, you know what I'm saying, then don't trust them fully. Don't be like, oh, it's okay that you lied and did all that stuff. No problem. Keep it, be a little guarded, but you can still have fun and be guarded a little bit at the same time, if that makes sense. you know yeah, don't tell them anything that you don't want other people to know. Okay, or to get around, basically, because he will. He will spread it around the world. Okay, if he's got a big mouth with you, or if he talks a lot with you, he probably talks a lot with other people. So just be careful of that. But let's see. This person may be someone who's just non-committal, to be honest. They might act like they are, but we got the Hierophant reverse. It would be a good time. Okay, it would be a good time. The Sun card is at the end of the spread here. Also, let me write down your, I'm going to do a tally for members only. Just so I could keep track. All right. Okay. I'm going to stick this over here. Let me see. I hope that lady sees, because she's a member too. I don't know her real name, but Traveling Gypsy, she's, I haven't seen her, but she's a member, so I hope she sees the new perk. Wait. Let's get a few oracle. Let's see. So how would things go if Goddess Puff was to start talking to Day again, even as friends? Oh, what is going on? You might be a distraction to their daily routine at work. um, let's see. People texting me. What the fuck? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't see this person being I don't see them feeling negative about, you know, having a new start with you. But yeah, look, you can't trust this person. You can have fun and kiki with them, but you can't trust them. Okay? That's something you learned already. School and swindler. We have don't want to hear it reversed, okay? So this person does want to hear from you. They do want to hear from you again. But you just know now to not trust them. Who texting us? I'm dead. I don't know what they want. Are you fucking blowing me right now? They just said the internet might go out. Ugh. If it goes out, I'm gonna be pissed. I swear to God. Are you okay? It might go out. I'm sorry, but I'm about. Let me try to finish this up real quick. I swear to God. What? This is what I was talking about. Them doing dumbass shit every time I'm fucking live. It's like they know. We have friends reversed. Okay, let's see. Apology. So there will be an apology, or if you do decide to reconcile with this person, there will be an apology. You may not be like friends, but you could have fun like while you're at work. You know what I'm saying? Something more of a acquaintance, okay? Fuck your TV, bro. You don't need this shit. I'm sorry. This is really pissing me off right now. I may have to restart this after. Fuck it. I need a chill pill anyways right now. This is fucking retante. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm so irritated right now. That just pissed me off. Because I don't want to, that's what that wasted notification, you know? And then it's going to start glitching. But we have Detective Truth Unveiled. This person may even tell you the truth about something when it comes to this situation. Yeah, something from the past, outdated, okay? Then we have Cyberbully. Could be about something online that happened or was posted. Yeah, confirmation. It's something about the past. Thanks for understanding, guys. I just hate when shit doesn't go right. I can't. I can't. I think I technically have one more notification, hopefully. So if I do have to restart it, so be it, I guess. As long as you have notifications on, you should see it, hopefully. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be confessing something about what was done or said or the truth about a situation, you know? So, yeah, something they did to look cool, something they did for attention, something they did to, you know, kind of purposely waste your time. So, yeah, in the workplace, look, workspace just came out. So I feel like if you guys do reconcile, it'll be a good time, but the truth is going to come out, like why he did something, why he, you know, acted a certain way. It's not an excuse, but he will be, you know, confessing over time, like, yeah, I did this because da da da, I realized that da da da, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I got overall. And yeah, I see you guys like discussing things, especially if there was anything posted online or, you know, subliminals or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To look cool, like to, you know, get somebody else's attention, to make them feel more at home, you know. It's like protecting, well, I guess if you have a girlfriend, right? If a man has a girlfriend, he should be, you know, taking her side for the most part, right? As long as she's not doing anything outrageous. But it's like he wanted to, you know, make her happy or do something or, you know, uh-oh, be in an energy of, is it working? I think it's like you, and I'm not on Amber's side at all, but I am thinking of it from a perspective of I don't want my man, you know, like, you know, when a guy will like if you bring up like, do you know Sarah? And then he's like, it's Sarah. I don't know, like correcting her name, like, bitch, do you even love me? It's like you want to be on your partner's side. You don't want to be defending the other girl. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's your person. So he could have done something like that to make him, you know, have or be on good terms with Amber. Yeah. Even though he's a player. We got player at the bottom of the deck. Okay, yay. They said they're doing it tomorrow. I know that's right. Ooh, too bad I was already irritated for a few minutes. But so I'm like, you do not have to do this now. At all. At all. You guys watch TV every fucking day. I don't. I be getting on here. This is my internet, or this is my TV, YouTube on my phone. But yes, I think we're good then. But dudes be doing dumb shit to try to impress other girls. But like I said, from the perspective of if you have a man, then he should be taken up for you and not some other bitch. I'm not calling you some other bitch, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. And I think, let me see. Oh yeah, TT. I just got yours. Thank you. Girl, me too. Cause I don't know what it is when I am like when I just wake up, if I'm irritated in any at any amount, I get so angry. I don't know what it is. Like my blood starts to boil. I don't even know. It's like real it's like right when I wake up or when I'm still waking up, like right now, I'm like, It's not even that I'm not a morning person. I'm a don't piss me off when I wake up person. It doesn't matter what time I get up. That's the morning for me. Okay, let's see. All right, so TT, does M talk good about you? Let's see. Your second time stamp's gonna be at 37. Okay. All right, let's see. Thank you, Goddess Puff. You are very welcome. For real. Whoa. Let's see. Does M talk good about you? Let's see. Does M talk good about TT? Yes, I'm getting a yes, but at the same time, they may not say much. Like I don't know who they could talk to their friends. We do have the 3 of Cups here. They could talk to their friends or a few close friends about you and what you guys have going on. It's very positive, but at the same time, I don't feel like they say too much. Like if they do talk about you, it's kind of um short-lived. Like it's not like they're spending too much time uh what is the word, divulging? I don't know, expressing much about you. Okay, but let's see. I feel like they are more serious about you. Okay, we have the King of Swords and then the 7 of Cups. Okay, let's see. King of Cups. Yeah. So when they do talk about you, it's something it is sweet. It's like short and sweet. They may not trust the people around them too much, so that could also be a reason why they are keeping more about you to themselves. It's kind of like a protective energy because they may not trust the people that they're around on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So they're kind of holding back from other people. Not everybody, but they do tell the people that are closest to them or most important to them or the people that they feel like they can trust the most. But when it comes to other people, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you about me and TT because, I don't trust you. So, which is I guess that's understandable, right? Let's see. Look, as I said that 7 of Swords, he does not trust the folks around him. Not everybody, just a few. But he is very passionate about you. Okay, Knight of Wands, very attracted to you. Yeah, you make him very happy. Okay, he likes y'all's connection. We got the Sun card. Let's see. Does M talk good about TT? Yeah, he's very he wants to make like if he's not saying much to the people around him about you, it's also because he wants to make sure that, things are kind of in the bag, okay? He wants to make sure that things can work out properly. Also he could be like I said, if this is a new connection, he's trying to make sure that something is solid, or something is solid before, he starts telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, imagine him saying, "Oh, this is my girlfriend," and then y'all don't even end up dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an example. So he wants to save himself some embarrassment of, things possibly not working out, but he is hoping that things do work out. Okay. So let's see. You said you wonder, does he want you to meet his mom? That's a good question. Let's see. I can ask that real quick. Does M want TT to meet his mom? Yeah. 6 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Page of Cups. If you ever do meet his mom could be someone kind of childish, okay? Like, his mom may be someone who has a certain belief system, or she may be a little bit judgmental, okay? Nothing wrong with you, but, some moms are, a little bit, you know, judgy when they meet, their son's new girl or something like that. So you may notice her childish nature, or her immaturity. But yeah, he would want you to meet his mom, but it may be something that is kind of quick, okay, with the Knight of Swords here. Or you may meet her on a whim, you know what I'm saying? It's not, I feel like you wouldn't even be planning to meet this person's mom if you guys were, like, say you were hanging out with M, and then you're running errands together or something, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I got to stop by my mom's house. You're about to meet my mom." It's something quick like that. Like, you may not even be expecting to meet this person's mom at the time that you do. Um but yeah. So, yeah, it would be something very quick, very in and out. You may not even go in the house fully, when it comes to meeting this person's mother. So I wouldn't take that too personally, because, if somebody's childish, they're childish. Oh, look, the Two of Cups just came out again. Y'all got a good connection, just with a few differences. But like I said, I feel like you guys can work through that for sure. Let's see. Does M talk good about TT? Aw, expecting a new beginning. Okay. They feel like they got a fresh start, We have Sunset. They feel like you're somebody who puts them at ease. Okay. We have Drunkard. Okay. I'm not saying you're a drunk or anything, but this person could feel like you know how they say, like, you could make somebody feel high, or I guess intoxicated, like your energy could be intoxicating to this person. Okay. And they are scared to lose you. Like, they're, like I said, they're being very strategic when it comes to, like, who they tell about you, what they tell people about you, because they don't want they're afraid of you, like, kicking them out or kicking them to the curb one day. So if they are being secretive about them dealing with you to certain people, it's because they don't trust the people around them, and because they're wanting to make sure that things are solid before, they start bragging about you too much. Let's see. I don't know if you guys discussed money previously, or if you guys will be discussing money, but they could be fond of your spending habits, like they feel like you handle your money well, or you're stable, like you're not too reckless when it comes to spending. Let's see. Yeah, so see, it says private relationship. I said earlier, like, they would keep something more on the low first, just to make sure that it's solid. And we have mystery. I'm hearing that quote. What did Drake say about his son? He said, like, I'm not hiding my son, I'm hiding my son from the world, or something like that. That's kind of the vibes it's giving. It's a protective energy. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like they're not, they may come off kind of sneaky when it comes to how they're introducing you to certain people or the thought of you. Um, is that the right way to say that? They're being strategic when it comes to bringing you up to other people because, like I said, their mom or their family could have some sort of taboo belief system, you know what I'm saying, that they feel like they have to, kind of ease them into. So I don't know if you guys have some sort of belief difference or not, but whatever the differences are between you guys, this person will they want to have you around, they want to be with you, but at the same time their family or their friends may have some sort of thought process that is not, the same as yours. So they just want to make sure that, everything's all good and that people don't, basically like disrespect you, because of what you believe in or because of who you are, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is a protective energy, okay? Yeah, because they don't want to change you. They like you the way you are. They don't want to change you, but the people around them may feel like, you know, it's like say you're spiritual, right? Um, and then dealing with somebody really religious or a super religious family. If you go around this person's family talking about, tarot and, you believe in spirits and, all this spiritual stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, that's the devil, it would make them feel some type of way. So that's just an example. But for example, if it was a religious difference, he's trying to make sure that you don't get, pulled into that drama when it comes to the people around him because they may have some type of belief or thought process that's just maybe not too friendly. Let's see. Yeah, give it time. It's in the works. Be open to change. Yeah, see, it's reversed here. This is like his family or the people around him are not, they're very stubborn to change. Okay. They do not like the difference. They don't like what's the word? Yeah, they don't like, they may not be too fond of people that are different than them. There we go. Okay. But yeah. So he does talk positively about you. But the only reason that he would be, being or keeping you more away from his family is because of their beliefs and stuff like that. It's nothing negative about you. It's just he knows his family. But that is what I got. But yes, this person does talk very positively about you to the few people that they do trust. All right. You're very welcome. Let me see. Hey, Michelle, welcome in. I just got yours. Let me add you to the raffle. And get your timestamp. Hey, Ash, welcome in. All right, so we're gonna do Michelle. You sent for a mini. And yeah, TT, I feel like the more you get to know this person, you may realize that, they may not, I'm not saying they don't fuck with their family, but they may have a family who is not like them, you know. Their family may be a little bit, family or friends or both could be kind of harsh when it comes to people that are different than them or believe in something different. All right. Let's see. I don't know why I just heard Mormon. I'm not saying they're Mormon, but that just came to me, okay? Let's see. 40, 50, okay. All right, so Michelle, you are next. And then Ash after Michelle. I'm doing paid is priority, okay? So the people who do pay, I don't want to keep them waiting too long. So if you got your free questions, I still got you, okay? But after Michelle, the list will be open, okay? You're welcome. But Ash won the raffle for September, so she gets her 5 free personal reading questions this week. Let me see. Goddess Puff is mad. She's just joking. She said, "Tell Ash to watch her back." You'll win one day, Goddess Puff. I promise. Well, I can't promise that, but I'm sure you will. You will win the raffle. You gotta manifest it for October. I'm dead. Michelle, where you at? Let me know your question. It's bound to happen because I think Ash has won at least once or twice before, and Michelle's won a few times. I think Michelle won like 3 times, and Jackie's won a handful of times too. So it's bound to happen as long as you still get questions and shit. It's bound to happen. Don't cry, girl. Hey, at least you got your free mini from the month, right? You got this. Where y'all at? Michelle. Whenever I think of Michelle, I think of Michelle from Full House when they're like, Michelle, like calling out to her. Anyways, let's see. There you are. Welcome in. And when you're ready, I got you on your question. I'm gonna be live until about 11:30, so we got about another hour. And I'll get your timestamp. And then Ash, you can be after Michelle, okay? If you're still here. So we got 53, 55. All right, let's see. You said you're wondering if Jay is still attracted to you. Let's see. The song. Oh, a lot of Nikki Heaton playing tonight. Okay. um, the song that is playing is from when I was like in high school. Teach You How to Love. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just doing this real quick. Okay. Let's see. Is Jay still attracted to Michelle? Let's see. Is Jay still attracted to Michelle? Let's see. Is Jay still attracted to Michelle? I'm getting a yes, but at the same time, they think about like if this is, I don't know, it's kind of giving X energy, or they think about what happened between you guys in the past. Something that happened in the past is making them feel a little bit insecure. Okay. They don't really have faith that you would like them. Okay. But yeah, they're thinking about the heartbreak or some sort of ending that they wish never happened. Let's see. Could have been due to a third party or somebody else on the outside. Okay, we have Three of Cups. Whoa. Yeah, they're still attracted to you. Okay, they're just worried that you're not attracted to them, or that you wouldn't be into them if you guys were to like reconcile or something. Okay. Yeah, so they're not really they're not 100% that you're going to be open to them. Okay. I do see this person wanting to move forward with you if you guys were to, speak again or something like that. But, um, you may be attracted to this person, but they feel like you're not, or you wouldn't be because of what happened. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Knight of Wands. They're very attracted. Very much. But yeah, they're like, I don't think she'll like me after, what I did, or this painful ending that already happened. They also could be thinking that you may not be over something from the past, but even if you are, they feel like you wouldn't accept them because of what they did. It's like, oh, she would never like me again after that. Even if that's not how you really feel. Yeah, they are still attracted to you. And there's something here about like they notice you're a lot more balanced than they maybe made you out to be. Okay, so if this person, you know how dudes say like, oh, she's crazy, she's crazy, and you're not crazy, you just wanted them to behave. um this person is realizing, oh, you weren't as crazy or as unstable as I thought you were, or that I made you out to be. They notice you're very balanced, actually. Okay, let's see. Yeah, if this person made you feel any type of way in the past, especially after an ending, it's because they're insecure. So they felt like they had to, one up you or make you feel less than to make themselves feel better or bigger. It's one of those situations. Emperor, Queen of Cups reverse, Moon card reverse. Yeah, it is giving X energy. So even if it's not an X, it may have been like a situationship or something. We got 10 of Pentacles. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles here. Oh, Two of Cups. Okay, it is sideways. So, you know, that's a good sign. So if you were to reconcile with this person, I feel like it would go well, but I think y'all just have to move past, or be able to move past your whatever happened in the past. Okay. So let's see. Like there may be a little bit of trust issues, or this person is having insecurities about the fact that, is she actually gonna forgive me, or is she gonna hold something over my head? Let's see. Ah. And yeah, I just saw the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so they would like to come out of the cold, or some sort of break or separation. Let's see. Let me get you in the raffle. Oh my god, almost forgot. I'm using the yellow orange sticky notes this month, so I'm trying to save paper. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, is this just to see you smile? No, it's paper umbrellas. Never mind. Okay, let's see. So, is Jay still attracted to Michelle? Look, that's a confirmation, okay? If you need one, eye candy. Eye candy just came out, okay? Yes. Even if you've grown up, like, I don't know if it's been a while since you have seen this person or not. This person, yes, they don't care if you look older or the same. Oh, oh my God. Girl, It says kinky ways, okay. Fantasies and fetishes, sexually open. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if you needed another confirmation, but yes. Or they think about those times, okay? And they like that you're very stable, or you appear like you're very stable, okay? Especially when it comes to your money. They like that you stay to yourself, or you're, usually alone, or a homebody or something like that. Oops. Let me move my mic. Let's see. But look, there's that insecurity again. They feel like, oh, Michelle won't remember me. Michelle won't da da da. Michelle won't care about me anymore. We have forgotten person. So I feel like it's just their insecurities that would be preventing y'all from having a new start if you were to. Yeah, temple. I don't know why I just heard sacred. This person could feel like you're sacred, or you're very you're like their perfect woman. Look, they feel like they're gonna be too much, but we have reconciliation. They want to see you again. Okay. They miss you. And look, encounter, love at first sight, crush. Yes, okay. I'm gonna end it there for your mini reading, but a definite yes, okay. They are definitely very much, look at the bottom of the deck too, miss you. Okay. Yes, they are still attracted to you very much. All right. But that is what I got for you. And Ash, if you are here, let me know. Then you can get some of your questions. That's funny. The song playing is I Hope You Miss Me, Michelle. That's funny. That just came on. I haven't heard this song forever. All right, let's see. I think Ash dipped away, so we could do your question. Let's see. Yeah, you can. Until Ash comes back, the list is open. All right. I think she dipped away, but if she says hey again, then we'll do her questions. But you're good. Um, yeah, last time she commented was about 15 minutes ago. So I'm sure she'll pop back in. She did tell me like um I think 10:30, 11. So all right, let's see. All right, Michelle. You said you're wondering if Jay is talking to other girls. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let me get your timestamp. Oops. Okay. All right. So for Michelle, is Jay talking to other girls? Is Jay talking to other girls? Is Jay talking to other girls? I forgot I got a new deck, so I can actually shuffle it now. Well, in the bridge way, but my last one was not so great. It's been a while. All right, let's see. So for Michelle, is Jay talking to other girls? Okay. Is Jay talking to other girls? I'm getting a no. Okay. Let's see. What's the tower here? What's the tower? Whoa, 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 whoa. Even if they're not committed to you right now, I feel like they could be kind of afraid. Like I said, I feel like this person is kind of insecure. Like they get too much in their head. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords reversed. Okay. This person is, they might be, I don't know if you know this, but they could be kind of, it's giving more than shy. It's like, why would they want to talk to me? It's kind of like giving pick me boy. A pick me guy, pick me boy. Okay. Let's see. Look, I just split the deck. Queen of Wands reversed. They're insecure. They're insecure. Even if they're not ugly, like this person is, because it doesn't matter how attractive you are. If you are insecure, you're insecure, you know? So he could be that type of person where it's like, oh, I don't deserve happiness, or why would so and so be into me? Okay, like they don't even have, wow, they don't have much faith in themselves at all. And I feel like they get frustrated at this, like the thought of having to work extra hard to get a woman, even if they don't have to. This might be in their head, you know? Because, like, picture you thinking that, ugh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, to get somebody's attention. And in reality, all you gotta do is go and say hi to them and start, talking to them. This person, like, they think a lot, they overthink things. So, do they talk to other women? They wish they could. They wish they could, okay? Or they wish they had more, I'm hearing charisma, okay? Let's see. Yeah, they feel like if they were to talk to other women, it wouldn't get them far, or maybe they don't get too far when it comes to, trying because they're insecure. They're telling themselves like it's not going to work out anyway, so why even try? Like, uh-uh. Yeah, they would rather not know. They stay too much in their head. They could have air sign placements, honestly. And that's the one like downside about, yeah, like an unevolved air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is because they'll talk to you in their head and then they'll expect you to know exactly what they thought, and I always thought that was kind of twisted, but that is something that they do. They speak to you like they expect you to have telepathy. Oh, you didn't hear my call? You didn't hear my telepathic message? You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So this person stays way too much in their head. Look, instead of talking to you, 8 of Wands, oh my God, this person is not confident. 4 of Cups, they feel like talking to other women would be a disservice to them because they don't believe that they can like get in. Oh, that's kind of sad. Like this person's self-esteem is low as hell. Okay, but let's get some oracle. This person needs to work on that. Because, you know, even if you are a guy, you just got to be funny to these women. A lot of women. You can be funny as hell. You don't have to be the best looking, but if you're funny, you can pull women. I don't care what you look like. Okay? This person needs to understand that they need to up their personality if they want to start pulling, you know, even if it's you know what I'm saying? So let's see. All right, so is Jay talking to other girls? Is Jay talking to other girls? Evaluation. This person could have Virgo placements too, because I feel like they think to the point where they think they're gonna get some sort of negative result when they're not. When it comes to even making friends or approaching women. Because we got family, happiness, joyful connection, professional. Yeah, see, professional networking is reverse. I don't think they talk to many people because they don't think that things would be successful. Mm-mm. They feel like everybody's like lying to them, or this could be some sort of anxiety. Honestly, you know, when you have anxiety, you start thinking things that maybe aren't necessarily true. You know, like, oh my God, they're probably gonna laugh at me, and then you get there and no one's laughing at you, but you still feel like, oh my God, they probably laughed at me before I got here, or when I went to the bathroom, they probably thought, you know, I was the dumbest person ever. You know, it's thoughts like that. I feel like this person has thoughts that are. This person's got to stay strong. Okay. Look, I'm never just talking. Okay. Insecurities. This person's extremely insecure, even if they seem like they're not. You know, people can look a certain way and be the opposite on the inside. So this person's, I don't think you got to worry. They think too much to talk to other women. Yeah, very pessimistic mindset when it comes to, we have love sucks. Very pessimistic mindset when it comes to love. They do like you, but they feel like, oh, why would she like me? And we have heartbreak place. Hopefully, this is not one of those people that get heartbroken in the third grade and they mistreat every woman after that, you know? Because Sarah from recess in second or third grade broke their heart, you know? God forbid. So now he's on a mission to be a sad boy for the rest of his life. Stay away from people like that. Okay? Let's see. But that's funny, I just said that. Sarah at recess. Okay, we have school. Just came out. It could have been a heartbreak from like high school or something, or maybe even middle school. I don't know. Something that's been long gone, something that's been over with. That's crazy that just came out. Oh, yeah, look. Avenger, okay, plotting, memory. They remember somebody who hurt them. And now they're permanently like insecure. They don't have to be that way. You don't have to be that way. But they are. And they get intimidated by other people or other men. That's crazy. So let's see. Light bulb moment. You may realize you may start to realize how insecure this person is and why things are not maybe taken off because of their insecurities. Okay. Look, and at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to end it there. Rejected. This person's extremely insecure. I hope they work on that because that's not a fun way to live your life. You know, it takes time to get over stuff like that and get through insecurities and love yourself again, but to not even try is crazy. Every day you should wake up and be like, I'm the shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Still be humble, obviously. But you should love yourself enough that to the point where no matter what anybody else says to you, it's not going to make it true because that's an opinion, you know? If somebody says, "Oh, you're this, you're that," or "I think you're this, I think you're that." If that's not actually true, then it doesn't matter what they're saying. It doesn't matter what they think, you know? This is the type of person who will take that shit to heart forever. Somebody told them, for example, your haircut's really fucking ugly. Now they think they're ugly for the rest of their life. Like, this is somebody, they could just be very sensitive too. They might have actual anxiety, okay, whether it's diagnosed or not. I'm not trying to diagnose anybody, obviously, but that's what it's giving. Like, you got to be careful with what you say to this person because they'll, go into a depression if you say the wrong thing, But that is what I got for you. Thank you, Michelle. Ash, if you're in here, let me know. The list is open. Paid is priority, so if you want your questions now, let me know. You're welcome. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze again. I'm sorry. There you are. I just sent you a message just now. All right. So let me know how many questions you want to do today. Or if you want to, let me know when you want to redeem the monthly one from, for the month also. You do have to join my lives for the members only question. So um, just let me know when you want to do that. You don't have to do that today if you don't want to. You can wait for that if you'd like. Okay, sounds good. I got you. All right, let's get started. Let me get your timestamp. All right, and then when you're ready, you can let me know your first question. You got Ash. I think that's 1 minute and 19 seconds or 19 minutes. I hope that's right. I'll correct it if it's not. All right. And I do have your tallies up here, so as we go, I'll mark them off. All right. You're good. I got the members tally thing too. All right. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, so you said did Klaus gaslight you about ghosting and that it's him that wanted to get rid of you? Okay, so you mean was Klaus gaslighting you about, like, are you saying that, or are you asking if he was assuming that you would ghost him? Wait, I'm sorry. Did Klaus gaslight you about ghosting? Did he ghost you? So you're asking, did he want to get rid of you on the low? I just want to make sure I'm asking the right thing. You said he quit replying, and then a few days later you ghosted him, then blocked you. Oh, so kind of like a disappearing act. Well, yeah, that is ghosting, right? Okay, so like a fade out, you know. Um, I talked about that in one of my most recent next 48 video, I believe, or maybe it might have been the Aries reading. I don't know the how they feel about you this week that I did, because I was talking about somebody like intuitively feeling when somebody's about to walk away. So let's see. All right. Um. So did Klaus gaslight Ash about ghosting? Did he did he flip it on her? Yeah. No, I feel that this person could have some sort of They may not be as confident, okay, as they come off. So this is the type of person who will pull back just to see if you'll chase them, okay? We got Five of Swords reverse, Eight of Pentacles reverse. You said he was weird. Yeah, this person has toxic ways of trying to get the feminines and energy, okay? It is annoying. I definitely don't like that either. I feel like people should just talk, you know, but sometimes people prefer to be weird and then they act like you're weird. You know what I'm talking about. So let's see. This person needs some they could be insecure about their finances too, okay? Nine of Pentacles reverse. What is with the insecurities today in these people? Let's see. Nine of Cups. He said so he was mad you didn't chase him. Yeah, it's giving that push and pull tactic. And yeah, I guess if you don't notice somebody's doing that to you, the push and pull thing, to try to get your attention, they could maybe get away with it. But when you see it happening, when you catch it pretty quickly, it's usually not going to work, especially if you know what they're trying to do. Which is why, people should just be mature and speak to each other. So let's see. Yeah, they purposely were holding back. They had a good time with you, or they like your energy and what you guys had or have going on, but they decided to pull back and not give to you. Six of Pentacles reverse. Three of Pentacles reverse. Assuming that something's not going to work out. It also could have been to assert dominance, to try to make them feel, bigger or more than how they feel. I don't know if you weren't replying as much to this person or not, so they got the idea that you didn't want them like that. And so they kind of pulled back, hoping that you would say more or do more. Child, that ain't no man. Okay? You guys know how I feel about that shit. If a man is not able to grab his balls and pursue a woman like he should, not cower away, like, be for real. I don't understand that. Like, I get being shy, but if you really want something, you will go get it, especially a man. So, let's see. This person may learn their lesson when it comes to, not taking more action. Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, they did something too quickly, and they might even want a new opportunity with you after realizing that. Yeah, because now they're like, ugh, I messed up. Now I'm not happy with my decision. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Yeah, Emperor reverse, doing something impulsively, leaving you out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. When they like you. What the fuck? Twisted. Twisted. It's twisted. They could have also got some bad advice from like somebody around them, This is like them listening to a homeboy who's like, yeah, you gotta ghost them. You gotta like not talk to them for a few days and then they'll come running. When you're dealing with a grown ass person, they're not gonna do that. So this person could have got some bad advice from somebody around them who thinks they know how to deal with women, who thinks they probably, if it's like a friend of theirs who gave them this bad advice, even a family member, this would be somebody who will steer them in the wrong direction because they are actually a player, or they think they're a player, when in reality they're just a weirdo. Because it makes someone, when men go out of their way to purposely confuse women and make her feel like something's going to happen, and then they pull away, haha, look what I did. It's weird. That's like psychologically something's wrong with dudes who do that. But then they want to act like the woman's weird for believing what they said. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes will literally do that twisted shit. And I feel like this person is kind of like that. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, they could like you. They could have wanted something stable, overall with you, but because they felt like, whoever they listened to is right, or, I don't know if it's because they think they're cool or something. This person would happily listen to that person and fuck something up with you. And I want to say other women too. Like, let me see. You got the Moon card. Yeah. Could have been a feminine energy even. Like, oh, maybe you're talking to her too much. Let her come to you, like one of those hoes. Yeah, Ace of not Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's reverse. I feel like somebody told him it could be a Cancer or a feminine energy, or a man in his feminine energy. One of those men who is like, oh, don't give anything to women. A sassy ass man. You know what I'm saying? They could have been listening to someone who is a man who wants to be in his feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he went wrong. Doing something toxic, not realizing, oh, that's not going to work with a grown ass person, or someone with common sense. Yeah, so I feel like they might even try to backtrack or take things back, or how they did things back, or they wish they could take it back or have a redo, you know? He needs to stop listening to them if that's his friends, cuz I feel like he got some bad advice from somebody. Cuz it doesn't get them far. It literally does not get them far. That's why you got to be careful when, even no man or woman, you got to be careful with who you tell your relationship business to, because some people unfortunately do not want what's best for you, you know? Like you can have a homeboy or a homegirl that you think is on your side, a family member that you think is on your side, and you don't realize that family member or friend doesn't want you to be with anybody because they're possessive of you. Or maybe they like you and they don't want any of your relationships to work. You know what I'm saying? So they'll tell you certain things to fuck your relationships up because they know that you'll trust them. You know what I'm saying? It's that happens. That happens with shitty friends and family. You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time in people's situations. So let's see. Let's use this one. Let's get a few oracle. All right, so for Ash, did Klaus purposely flip the script when it comes to Ash and her ghosting him when it was really him? This person likes you, or they liked you. They feel like, they had a good thing going. Jackpot. They could still even watch you. This is one of those weird people who will literally ghost you and then watch you from the background. Not talk to you, but be watching your shit. Trying to learn more about you from the background. Oof, that person. They're very passive. And they take too long. This person takes too long to like do something, you know, to take action. Could be one of their homeboys that are party friends, or, you know, like I said, they could hang around their friends who are players. They might party a lot, especially if they're talking to a friend who parties a lot. They could deal with women loosely, right? And they don't treat them right. They don't treat these women right. So he's taking advice from somebody who's not a good person. you know, Pay attention to the red flags. Look, key person. There's somebody around this person who is not giving them, they're not steering them in the right direction. Okay. This person is the root of the problem of why this person ends up in situations that they could have had, that could have gone well, but they chose to listen to their homeboy, or a family member. And that's why they keep getting stuck in the same cycle. That's why I always tell people you got to have a mind of your own. If you're dating somebody and you let your family get in the way of you and your partner, unless they're hurting you, there's no reason why you should be letting your homegirl or homeboy, dictate, or your family dictate who you date, unless they're hurting you. You know what I'm saying? This person needs a mind of their own, and it's probably not somebody that you want to deal with, if they can't think for themselves. If somebody always has to go to, somebody else, like, okay, well, what should I do? And then they're taking the wrong advice, Like that's not, I don't like people like that. Okay? I don't like this person's energy with, like, have a mind of your own, Well, you can let me know your next question, okay? I guess I understand to a certain extent if you have a religion or something that makes you not that where you do have to check in with your family, before you date somebody. But if you don't, there's no reason why you should be letting your family dictate who the fuck you talk to and who you deal with. You're an adult. That's crazy. And that's embarrassing. That also means he's not going to be the type of person to stand up for you when it comes time. Because then he's going to be like, oh, well, that's my homeboy, that's my family member, while they're disrespecting you. No, 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 no. If your man or woman can't stand up for you in front of their friends or family, that's not somebody that you want to be with, especially if you're considering taking that person serious long term. So you said you saw Cooper moved on. You saw Cooper moved on. You're wondering, is he lying to you about stopping our situation due to having a hard time, or was it because he wasn't interested in you and wanted to see others? Okay, let's see. So was Cooper telling the truth about ending the situation with Ash? Was it really because he was having a hard time, or was it because he wanted to secretly see others? Let's see. He was disappointed, or is disappointed at how things ended. Okay. I do think he is being serious, okay, about what he was dealing with. He is very busy, or he had a lot of things to do, a lot of things on his mind, okay. He also could have felt like, he couldn't reach some sort of expectations when it comes to this situation with you because of what he has going on, okay. So he's kind of stuck, or he was stuck, um, feeling kind of trapped, when it comes to what else he was dealing with. Could have been something about his stability too. Let's see. Yeah, things were very unbalanced for him. So I do feel like he was telling the truth when it comes to him not being able to like pursue something. Yeah, I don't see this person. It's like a missed opportunity. Excuse me. They do feel like this situation was a missed opportunity, okay? Or is a missed opportunity. They do feel deeply about this situation not working out with you. So, let's see. Yeah, as I said that, okay. Ace of Pentacles reverse, literally a missed opportunity. They still think about it too. Yeah, and they feel the emotional loss of the situation. Let's see. Yeah, they didn't fully want something to end. They were overly, you know, busy with other things. And then we have the Ten of Swords reverse. They didn't want it. They did not. Yeah, they didn't want this to end. So I do feel like they were telling the truth about, what they had going on. They wish that they could pursue this again, or, have if they were to pursue it again, they would want to, have things be more smooth. But they could have toxic energies or things around them that, is preventing them from actually being able to pursue this connection the way they know that they need to. But they do wish that they, had a second chance, but they also feel like overall it's not going to work, or something's not going to work out for the long term. Okay. So, let's get some oracle. Let's see. But yes, I do feel like they were telling the truth. Let me ask real quick. Did they want to see others? Did Klaus want to see others? No. Four of Pentacles. They wanted to stay to themselves. They could have, like I said, been having money issues or something like that. Okay. They wanted to be, not wanted to be, but they had to be very particular about like their spending. How much they give out, even if it comes to their energy. Like, I can't be giving to her and dealing with all this stuff at once. It's that type of thing. Let's see. Whoa. Hello. So for Ash, was Cooper lying to Ash about why he ended the situation? Let's see. Whoa. Yeah, he feels like, I do feel like he wanted something more committed with you, okay? But he needed his space, or he had to take his space, his time. He needed his freedom to, deal with things that are too difficult, okay? We have too hard. It says you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally into your life. So even if this person wasn't dealing with like a million things to do, they still had a lot to do that it stressed them to the point where they feel like or felt like they couldn't do both, okay? But this person does still wonder about you, okay? We have positive workplace, foresight, insight, change, reverse, okay? Yeah, they felt like something would have been too much of a risk to pursue at the time that you guys dealt with each other. They didn't, I'm telling you, they did not want to end it. They had to, or they felt like they had to. Retreating, reverse, unfazed. They could have acted like, they don't really care as much, but they do. And we have home and player, reverse. This person's not a player. If they do have a child, they could have been, taking care of their child. Yeah, look, more money issues, bankrupt. Whoa. Yeah, this person knows that they would have had to, like, it would have been they would have had to kind of break your heart anyways, even if they did keep dealing with you because of what they have going on, So I do feel like they were telling the truth, because I'm getting that they didn't want to leave, they didn't want to abandon the situation, but because of everything that they had going on, yeah, they felt like it would be too much, and inevitably this person would have had to kind of hurt you either way by walking away. So they ended it before it, furthered. All right. But that is what I got for you. Let's see. And then did you want to do another question tonight? Because after today you have 5 more days. Because it'll be the second. You're welcome. Okay, let me know. Also, if anybody else in here has questions, you have until I finish Ash's reading right now to send for one. So by the time I'm done with Ash's reading, if no one else sends for it, I'm gonna log off, okay? Because it's almost midnight and it's about 11:30. That's crazy. An hour has passed that quickly. I tell you guys, I lose track of time when I'm on here. I don't even realize hours be going by. That's crazy. Because I just looked at the clock. It was 10:30. Now it's 11:30. Wow. Graylin. I remember that name. All right, let's see. Okay, got you. I was like, wait, I haven't heard that name in a minute, but I remember it. All right, let's see. Graylin's current thoughts toward Ash. Let's see. What are Graylin's current thoughts towards Ash? We have the 5 of Cups, okay? They could be experiencing some sort of disappointment currently. What are Graylin's current feelings toward Ash? I just heard long time no see. 7 of Pentacles. It could have been a long time. Maybe even up to like 7 months since you've seen this person or talked to them. Or something about the beginning of this year. Maybe may have been the last time you talked to this person. Okay, let's see. 7 to 8 months ago. I do feel like you bring this person some sort of comfort, okay? Or you remind this person of like the past. And they think about, what you guys have been through. It's almost giving trauma bond energy. Like they do find sadness and comfort when they think of you. And they think about, what could have been, but also the fact that things didn't work out or won't work out. I'm hearing the possibilities, judgment, death card reverse. He feels like you're not too fond of him right now, okay? Whether that's true or not when it comes to how you feel about this person, but they feel like you're not really going to be too open to them, but they're willing to try. I feel like this person is not in a good space. This person's not in a good space. 2 of Swords reverse, 2 of Cups. This person's energy is very wishy-washy, okay? Third party, 3 of Cups. So there could be someone else involved or on the outside of this connection. This is giving there's another person. They still find comfort within you. So when they're going through things with their other person or whoever else they're dealing with, they're going to hit you up, deceptively. Page of Swords reverse. They know they may not supposed they know that they probably aren't supposed to be talking to you, or that you're someone who's like, I'm hearing off limits. Yeah, so something, it's secretive. They would have to like kind of talk to you in secret, or they would have to keep something on the low. This is like you're their comfort person, but kind of in like an insulting way. It's like they're willing to come back to you when they're having problems with somebody else, We have the 2 of Cups. Like I feel like y'all do still have some type of bond, but it's something that's not it's not, what's the word? I'm hearing upstanding, long standing. That's not how you say that. What's the word? It's not stable. Okay. He feels like you have past resentment for him based off of, what he's put you through or done. Okay. 3 of Swords reverse, the Star card reverse. So this person will come back to you when they're going through something else with somebody else. Even if it's not another woman, it's like another person around them. So when they're going through it, that's when they come back to you, and then they know it's a risk to even talk to you or try to attempt with you again, but they're still willing to, give it a shot, like even if they'll get rejected. Okay. Yeah, because it's probably not going to work. Whatever their tactic is or whatever their motive is, it's probably not going to work. 6 of Wands reverse. Okay. It's not going to be successful. Let's see. Let's get some oracle. Did you notice I got a new deck finally? I can actually, I shuffled before, but like I couldn't do the bridge because my cards got so janky from using them so much. I usually shuffle like this anyways, which is good, but I'm glad I can do I gotta practice that again. That wasn't good. But I don't want to bend these too much. For real. I use the hell out of them cards. All right, let's see. And these are a different material too. It's like smoother. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely smoother than the other deck. All right, let's see. Oh, this is, yeah, let's use the love deck, okay? Or the thoughts deck when it comes to, yeah, I might use this one too. Let's incorporate that. I love my 21 plus deck here. The new one I got. It's very graphic. I wish I could show the pictures, but I can't. All right. All right, let's see. All right, so how does what are Graylin's current thoughts toward Ash? Graylin's current thoughts toward Ash. Oh my god, look. You see this? I just said that too. It says you feel like home. Okay, literally. Being with you, it says being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring so much happiness and peace. You bring me so much happiness and peace. Okay, confirmation. What's this say? I know that's funny you just said that because I was like, I hope she didn't, but that's not what I meant. Thoughts deck. You know what I meant. Um, and then it says I can't be vulnerable with you. It's funny you said that because I was thinking it in my head. I was like, it probably sounds like I said thoughts, but I meant thoughts, like thinking. It says I can't be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside of me. I would never call y'all a thought. I believe in being expressive if you want to be. Just be smart about it, you know? Um, let's see. And then we have I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? So yeah, you brought this person happiness, peace. You gave them some sort of like, like you gave them a spark or you motivate them in some type of way. So they come back to you when they're feeling down. Yeah, it says I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. So they know they're a fuck up. And then they could be with somebody that bores them. And then it says I need something more exciting. They That's wild. If they're with somebody or if they deal with somebody else, which I do feel like they do with the third party card, 3 of Cups, they're not like it's not as exciting as maybe they want it to be. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some from this deck. What are Graylin's thoughts toward Ash currently? Your body language says so much. I never want to feel that way again. This person could feel like they can tell how you feel about them even without you saying much. Will you ever make things right? I have trouble with intimacy. I don't really know you. This person could still feel like there's certain things about you um, that they don't know or that you don't know about them. Like there could be a deeper side, to this situation. I feel like you keep this person on their toes. And then we have I took the easy way out. Yeah, and then we have I can't do this. So they would end up like walking away again. This person is kind of weird. Like they want you, but then they get like avoidant or something. Yeah, we have I am in a committed relationship. It's reversed here, but they could, like I said, they could have been dealing with somebody. They may not be dealing with them right now, but they're gonna end up, reverting to that person. You didn't see my tears. Oh, they want sympathy. Girl, me too. I have an Aquarius Jupiter, so apparently my husband is going to be distant, so that just makes it worse. Because I'm like, ugh, of course. Of course, I would have a husband who is of an Aquarian energy. That's why I'd be confused. But anyways, let's see. It says I've been here with others. So yeah, confirmation about this person doing the same thing with other women. It's all right. I don't think I would ever date like an Aquarius sun because I can't do that emotionless shit. But placements, yeah, maybe. I've dated a lot of Aquarius placements. Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon, Aquarius Venus too, yeah. But they are avoidant. Aw. Says I do love you. And you know, I have said it before, like I do feel like people can love people and still hurt them. It doesn't mean that they're loyal, you know? You can have love blah, 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 fuck. You can have love for somebody and still do them wrong. I do believe that, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be loyal to you, you know? This person knows that you don't really trust them. We have I don't trust you at the bottom of the deck. It's reverse. So I feel like this person knows that they're not trustworthy and you don't trust them fully. Okay? Yeah. Do I still have a chance is on the other side. Yeah. That's what I got. I wonder, do you know if you have like synastry with this person? Eighth house, fifth house, 12th house synastry? Because usually people that I deal with, because I've had like, you know, friends with benefits situations for years, like we'll go years, you know, and that's just what it is, you know. And people that I deal with like that are usually people who have placements in my eighth house or my Venus, you know, my rising. So you guys may, it kind of sounds like you guys may have some type of synastry that keeps you guys coming back to each other. Because that's what usually happens when you have certain synastries with people. It's kind of hard to like fully stay away from them, especially if it's like eighth house. My eighth house is Gemini, so I feel like I attract a lot of crazies, but we always end up coming back to each other, and then poof, it's gone again. Both Aries Sun, Aries Mercury, and Tauro. Oh, y'all got the same three placements like that? Oh my god! So y'all definitely have that mutual understanding of each other and how you guys operate, kind of. I could see that. Okay, okay. So y'all see each other. Y'all understand each other on a, you know, on a different level without having to feel like you have to say too much. That's kind of what the vibes give me. Like you guys just know. You probably also mirror each other a lot. No, I could see that. Sometimes you got to get through that, you know, the chaotic part of a situation with somebody before you get to the good part where you can actually be civil and, you know, on good terms with somebody. I'll be looking back at old connections and I'm like, wow, we used to be so fucking toxic. Look at us now. We don't give a fuck. Like we're cool, you know? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes if you're able to do it, and it's genuine, you know, you can laugh, look back and laugh like, damn, why did we do all that? Like, you remember how crazy we were? Remember that time I did this? Remember that time you did that? You know? And then it's like y'all don't even, sometimes you don't even think about the person in a romantic sense after the fact. But because it was once romantic or more than just friends, it's kind of weird to, you know, think about. But yeah, it's kind of like this person always leaves the door open for you, even if it's not going to work. Because like I said, I was getting that they would still try, like they would still be wanting to talk to you because you feel like home. All right, but that is what I got for you. This deck is so slick. Hmm. All right, I got you. I'm probably about to do the same. I'm gonna wait another like 15 minutes. I'll leave it up here and see if anybody else comes through, but I'm gonna log off by 12, which is in like 15 minutes, so soon. Yes. And I'll timestamp all y'all everybody's questions, okay? So, and I'm gonna mark off your third one that we just did. And then you got two more in the next 5 days, okay? Whoa, I'm dropping shit. You too. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. You're welcome.